Since the USA turned away from multilateral relations with a ferocity that only surprised us, no longer wants to cooperate with other corners of the world, there is much need for Europe all across the globe. At this point, we have to replace the United States, which as an international actor has lost vigor, and because of it, in the long term, influence.
Many European leaders have been openly discussing their unease since President Trump made that decision to pull out of the Iranian nuclear accord. France's President, Mr. Macron, has been talking today about the fact that Europe now must make its own way and not follow others. He talked about when that deal was created a few years ago, saying that it was designed to build peace in the Middle East, and then quite pointedly at the USA said that now other powers have decided not to respect their own word. So much so do European leaders want to salvage this deal that ministers from France, the UK and Germany are due to meet with representatives from Iran on Monday to see if there is any way that they can keep this deal alive without the United States. Meanwhile, we've also been hearing from the German Chancellor Angela Merkel, who's talked about the fact that now the USA has decided to pull out of this accord. It means that Europe will have to bear greater responsibility and now faces a greater burden to try and maintain peace, to secure peace, and also to find political solutions to conflicts.
Und ich glaube, der gestrige Tag hat uns
We will face more responsibility in Europe, in foreign policy, in the area of securing peace, in the area of political solutions we must find. The US President decided that he would withdraw from the nuclear agreement with Iran. France, the United Kingdom, and Germany have decided that we remain committed to this agreement.
Well, we've also been hearing that Germany and Russia have said that they will maintain communications, as all the other signatories to that Iranian nuclear deal want to keep that deal afloat, despite the fact that the USA has now decided under Donald Trump to walk away from it. We've also been seeing other tensions between the relations between Germany and the United States after the USA's new ambassador to Germany sent out a tweet in which he was giving the German companies who are working in Iran some advice, telling them they need to wind down operations immediately. Well, that didn't go down too well, with the former German ambassador to the US passing on some sage advice that you don't tell a host country what to do, essentially taking the new US ambassador down a peg or two.
I hope to be able to make a deal with them. A good deal, a fair deal, a good deal for them, better for them, But we cannot allow them to have nuclear weapons.
President Trump's dangerous action
makes Iran's nuclear program now more likely to be resumed.
President Trump has strengthened the hardliners in Iran.
And Iran may go back to pursuit of highly enriched uranium and ultimately a nuclear weapon.
And now we're off to an arms race in the most volatile part of the world.
Well, on Tuesday, Donald Trump officially announced Washington was dumping the Iran nuclear deal struck by the Obama administration. Trump has long been describing the agreement as one of the worst deals ever made. America says it didn't cover Iran's ballistic missile program nor its perceived malign activities in the region. So now Washington is putting the screws on companies doing business with Tehran, as RT's Daniel Bushell reports.
So sanctions are back. Iran probably doesn't care much. It's had them in one shape or other for 4 decades. Washington shooting itself and allies in the foot? Surely not. The EU sent way over 10 billion euro of stuff to Iran last year, a relationship in full bloom. Corporate giants now licking wounds include the biggest hitters on the continent, from Volkswagen to British Airways. Airbus may be worst hit. It signed a $19 billion deal with Tehran just 2 years ago, $3 billion more with Asaman Airlines. Why should Europe care if Trump quits the Iran deal? Because he can make it your problem too. Right after Trump's announcement on his very first day on the job, new US ambassador to Berlin tweeted the following ominous threat.
As Donald Trump said, US sanctions will target critical sectors of Iran's economy. German companies doing business in Iran should wind down operations immediately.
Issuing national threats via Twitter seems Trump picks people in his own image, but this time he's crossed a diplomatic red line.
My advice after a long ambassadorial career: explain your country's policies and lobby the host country, but never tell the host country what to do if you want to stay out of trouble. Germans are eager to listen, but they will resent instructions.
Welcome to our country, sir. I'm looking forward to a good cooperation. By the way, this excludes threatening German companies for a policy announced by your president, ignoring core security interests of Europe.
Here we have the entire nature of the transatlantic alliance revealed for the sham that it is, because this is not an alliance between equal partners and friends, as successive European governments have fatuously claimed. It is indeed the relationship between a hegemonic behemoth, Washington, and its European satellites. And so this has all kinds of ramifications, certainly more than economic ramifications for those companies.
But so long as it helps the US economy, right? Trump's a businessman after all. He must know how to oil the wheels of trade. Apparently not. Gas prices have topped the psychological benchmark of $2.80 a gallon, almost a painful 50 cents up in just a year. And US employers are hurting too. Just weeks after Trump's election, Boeing toasted a $17 billion deal for 80 US-built jetliners to Iran Air. Boeing bragged about it in line with Trump's favorite mantra:
I will take jobs back. We'll bring our jobs back. The jobs, more jobs, good jobs, and even great jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs.
Today's agreement will support tens of thousands of US jobs directly, and nearly 100,000 US jobs in the US aerospace value stream for the full course of deliveries.
Jobs, jobs, jobs. No more. Future deals gone, existing contracts scrapped, US workers on your bike. So who'll take their place? Iran's already struck billion-dollar deals with Russian plane maker Sukhoi. China's all over Iran like a rash. Huge energy deals, new railroads, and lending cold, hard cash.
Iran has a strategy of alliance with the Russians and the Chinese. If the Europeans leave, if the American companies leave, what happens is that Iran is going to substitute the US with Russia and China.
Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Oshai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Oshai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Oshai. First and foremost, I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash, double honor to the apostles and elders who rule well a great milestone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiams in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel and sincerity and truth. Shalom. Just want to do a little commentary on these two videos from Martin News. Right, basically, you see in the, the Rothschilds, their power line, the military power is the US, and they use the US to do all their dirty work, right? So this deal was set up. Right? This JCPOA, this was set up to get peace in the Middle East, right? But according to Revelation 6 and 4, the red horse, which is you Edomite, right? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, give you power to take away peace from the earth and to kill with the sword, which is the ICBM missile, right? Job 9:24, the earth is given in the hand of the wicked, right? So there is nothing that's no peace. It's all about business with these Edomites. So these European nations now, they have huge investment with the Iranis, Russia, China. These nations have great investment with the Iranis. So basically, America pulling out, right? It's to go to war with Iran. So they're gonna take the resources by force, because there's these elite, these are Rothschilds, the elite banking family. So they can say, you know what, Iran now building a nuclear missile now. You have nuclear weapon now, so we gotta go in and stop it because this is an act of terror. Because they don't want Iran getting a nuclear weapon, right? So if you don't want Iran getting a nuclear weapon, why you withdraw yourself? Because you want to go in and take it by force, right? This is exactly your plan is to go and get Syria and get Iran. It's to covet the people resources, right? And this will you elite banking family be doing for generation after generation, right? You understand? This is why one of the scriptures say in Obadiah, right? Obadiah 7, right? Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy abroad, right? All the men of thy confederacy. That's roughly paraphrasing. You know they have deceived thee, right? The men them was at peace with thee have deceived thee, because the EU nation they're not gonna remove from the agreement that they had in the Middle East to try to keep peace. But it's not really about keeping peace. It's about making money. It's about different trades to make money, right? And you telling the Russians, you know, they need to wind down doing business with the Iranis, right? You tell Turkey, you know, they can put sanction on them because Turkey's part of NATO. You telling Turkey that, you know, he can't buy arms from Russia, right? And this is why Turkey say, yo, we are independent state. You can't tell me who to buy from and where to buy. Just like Russia's the German ambassadors, the German say it too. You know, you can't tell me what to do. You understand, who to do business with. So by you now attacking these EU nation now, you attacking the spendies, which is the income. You attacking the income. And this is beautiful. This is a beautiful chess move by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because this line up with Revelation 17 and 16, right? The 10 horn, thee shall hear the hoe, right? And use the hoe. America use the hoe, right? But America is just is the elite powerhouse where they use to go and petition nation, destroy nation, and steal the resources, right? But now they're attacking these Arab nation where the allies doing business. So you're attacking them too, right? And there's a beautiful move by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? It said America lose their vigor, right? What's the vigor? The physical strength. So these nations see America losing its strength, right? Let me get a couple of precepts, right? And this is what the Most High say, right? This Jeremiah 51 and Jeremiah 51 and verse 12. It says, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambush. America gonna be ambushed. These nations gonna invade America, the land of America. For the Lord Yahweh had both devised and done that which he speak against the inhabitant of Babylon. Right? So America gonna be destroyed by your own allies, right? Because of our covetousness. And this is we seeing right now, covetousness by this elite banking family. You know, the Most I said I have more than a heart could wish, but they yet still want more. Right? They want more. And all of these EU nations, they all them is Edomites. The Russians, the European Union, all them is Edomites. Right? And this we're gonna destroy them because we're divided. Right? If a nation is divided, how shall a nation stand? Right? And they're gonna be this what the Most High doing by what? By the angels. The Most High have the angel working on these kings' mind. Right? This is Jeremiah 51 and 13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasure, thine end is come. America, your end is come. And the measures of thy covetousness. Right? Covetousness. You understand? If you're saying that this deal was signed up, right, a couple years ago to keep peace in the Middle East, right, but you pull out, right, you pull out. We know there is no peace because the power was given to you, devil, to take peace away from the earth, right, but you pull out. Because the next plan is to go in by force. To go by force. You understand? Yeah, you devils. Right? It's by force. Right? So your time has come, America. You're gonna be destroyed by your own allies. Right? You're gonna be destroyed because of your covetousness, because you put your hands on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. You kill them, right? You oppress them, right? So it's time. The Most I say a time has come, and the Most I see gonna visit. Let me read back this precept here. This is Jeremiah 51:13. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thy end is come. How your end them come? Through the ICBM missile, right? Through the ICBM missile. That's how your end gonna come. That's how the Most High gonna destroy you, right? And the measure of thy covetousness, because there's all you rock stars about coveting everything, right? You are a bunch of hypocrites, right? You are a bunch of thief, right? This is right? They say even British, Britain, right? Even your mother, she gonna be ashamed of you. You understand? A motherfucker, let me get a precept too. Yeah, they say even your mother shall be ashamed of you, right? It's Jeremiah. Let me get a precept there. It say even your mother shall be ashamed of you. She are gonna shoot missile at you. Yeah, Great Britain gonna shoot missile at you too. Right, this is Jeremiah 50, right? Jeremiah 50 and verse start from verse 12. Jeremiah 50 and verse 12. It says, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed, right? Behold, he said the innermost part, right? The innermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. So even your mother gonna be ashamed of you. And you came out, America came out of Great Britain, right? America came out of Great Britain. Let me get this precept here. This is Revelation, right? Revelation 17. I'm gonna start at verse 10. Right? Revelation 17 and 10. I'm gonna jump to verse 16. Right? It's Revelation 17 and 10. Right? It said, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen. Who's the 5 are fallen? Germania Minor, Germania Major, France, right? France, the Spanish, and one more. France, the Spanish, Germania Minor, Germania Major, and this next nation, the Greeks. Yeah, the Greeks. So these are the 5 that fall in, right? This is Revelation 17 and 10. He said, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, which is Germania Major, Germania Minor, the French, the France, and the Greeks, right? And one is, and the other is not yet come, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And this Great Britain, right? He said, and the beast that was, right, and is not, even he is the 8th, which is America, because America came out from Great Britain, right? And is of the 7, right? And is of the 7, which is Great Britain, and goeth into perdition, which is destruction, right? America gonna be destroyed, right? And this is a beautiful move by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, this whole thing is about covetousness, right? These elite banking family, Rockefeller, they want everything for themselves. And these Edomite, they are the same nation. They are the seed of Esau, and you seen they can't get along. You seen they're divided, right? This is their kingdom. This is their kingdom, and they can't even divide the wealth. They're fighting for the wealth, You understand? There's a beautiful move by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? So it's going into perdition, which is destruction, right? And this is Revelation 17 and 16. And this soon come to pass, right? This soon come to pass. America will be destroyed. Your ally is going to destroy you with torment nuclear missile, which is ICBM missile, right? Also, the chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai are going to shoot laser on America too, right? This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, which is American allies, right? The allies, NATO and EU, right? It said, and the 10 horn which thou sawest upon the beast, thee shall hate the whore. The whore is America, right? The whore is America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, right? And this will happen to America. America will be destroyed in 1 hour. So this move by America, moving away from the deal that they had with Iran, in order to make sure Iran don't have no nuclear missile, right? And to make sure that peace in the Middle East, all this, that's a front. This is all about getting control of resources, getting control of the resources. You have control of the resources. You have full power, and it's all about greediness, because these are the nation eating. These EU nation, they eating, but America now come to hamper the bread. When you mess with a man bread, that gonna be trouble. That's gonna be trouble. You mess with a man bread and you tell them how to spend his money and who you should make deals with, right? So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful news. Toward the Yahushai. With that, let's Edification. You want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone. And a blessed sanitation to the Akiums, to the folk and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.